We all wanna be a little stronger. Each fall takes a piece out of our hearts. So I'll run away, away into the darkest parts of me. I need a change, desperately. I thought love was a lost art till you showed me some sanctuary. Now I never wanna let you go. Never gonna let you go until we're both those souls running out for love. You were there with open arms when I thought love was a lost art.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Upper Lusatia, where I have some kind of fun things for us to do. Of course, we're down here at the shop to start. We're at the very first thing. Oh, it's worth pointing out, we've got a bit of money. Mainly from this time. Well, first we'll look at the map before I talk about anything else. Let's have a look at the map here. Our fields, Field 9 and Field 17, are both ready to harvest. And so is Field 21. If we have a look here, Field 21 is sunflowers, Field 17 is canola, and Field 9 is a little bit of canola, and the rest of it is barley. So we've got to harvest our fields today. That is the big job. Also, this field here, that's not numbered, this little grass field here, I've gone and cut that off camera. It's cut and windroad ready to pick up, and windroad the rest of Field 16 as well. Other than that, not really done much, just kind of general tidy up. So let's get out of that, and let's go straight on ahead. We are going to replace our combine. One piece at a time. 19 quid to repair it, that's terrible. There we go, £175,000 to spend on a combine. There is one combine I went and got, a new mod combine. I am definitely going to be getting it. It's different. It's definitely a little bit different, but I quite like it. That's if I've even got it activated on this map. I don't know if I have. I do. Let's see. Let's get the N7. It's only 30 grand. You'll see why once we actually get it. It's a kind of a weird looking combine. But what we're also going to need is, let's see, we've got an 18-foot header and we've got a 25-foot header. We are going to get the 25-foot header because of course we are. I'm going to buy that. We're also going to need this header. It's only 4.5 meters though. I wonder if we can get a better header for it. In fact, you know what? No, we'll just go for the 4.5. Hello there, Boom Channel and Blitz, how are you doing tonight? Welcome along. Did I buy that? I did buy that. We're also going to need a header trailer, that's what we're going to need. One header trailer for our new header. Let's see, what one to get? Has this got twin wheels? Let's get that one. See what it's like. Might be complete pants, but we'll give it a shot. That seems to be sitting at a bit of an angle, but there you go. Don't know what's going on with that. A weird lump at the back of it. What's that all about? Let's not use that header. That's doing weird things. Let's get a different header trailer. That one's doing some strange things. Soldier, welcome along. How are you doing tonight? Let's stay away from the Zurin ones. Let's get this header. Why not? Hopefully it's a bit better than the other one. It's small. It's really small. Should be fine. So here's our new combine. Look at this weird looking thing. It doesn't have a hitch on the back though, does it? We'll find out. Weird twin wheels at the front. It's an odd looking little combine. Welcome along, Annie. How are you doing? How is your week going so far? Yeah, this is kind of an unusual little combine we're going for here. I'm interested to see how it works out on the farm. That header trailer is going to be way too small for this header. Let's find out. That didn't really go to plan. How about we just ignore that header trailer? That's what we'll do. What's your thoughts about Twitch? I think Twitch is not too bad. I stream on both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. It's an okay second kind of streaming service. I don't know if I don't think I prefer it to YouTube. I think I prefer YouTube, but Twitch is definitely a good alternative. My week is going not too bad so far, thanks, Annie. So this combine is a bit of an upgrade. It's a weird as anything thing. It is definitely a weird combine. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it through this fence opening. A way to get it through here. Like so. Look at that, it's almost like I've done this with a week of work and things like that. It's not even going to fit on those trailers. You can not, there is a service that's available for that, to stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. That's why there's a little bit of a delay between the chat and me responding to it. I am responding to it as soon as I see it. It's just the video's maybe about 30 seconds or so behind. But yeah, I mean, Twitch is okay. I personally view it as a secondary platform. It's definitely worth a little bit of effort, but YouTube is. I started my channel on YouTube before I had a Twitch channel, so YouTube's got a little bit of sentiment to me as well. But there is a bit of there's a website you can go to called Restream. I think it's, let's see, Restream.io. and you set up your encoding software to stream to it, and then link both your YouTube and Twitch accounts to it, and it will do this. It will do the complicated part for you. Twitch and YouTube. They sometimes don't mind you streaming to both. They sometimes do. I just realised we might not be able to keep this combine. It has no beacons. None at all. Unacceptable. It's fine, we'll keep it for now. Welcome along, Gil. How are you doing today? This is a perfect opportunity to now explain. I have gotten a dedicated server set up for Farming Simulator, and in the next week or so I will be sorting that all out with you guys so we can hire some workers. I've chosen a map, I've chosen some mods. Initially I am going to not be running any expansion packs. Initially it will just be the base game as well as a couple of mods, details of which will be released to the lucky people that get to come along with us. We will be streaming the multiplayer server. The map, like I said, the map has been chosen, and I am very excited about it. I'm thoroughly excited to be announcing that one. This isn't going to fit through the doors. Oh. Josie, you've hidden all the beacons. I want them back. I need them back. But yeah, this is our Glenier N6. It's really weird this combine's go. I've done a bit of yard tidying as well. Now, first thing we're going to do today is we're going to get this field to start with. If I'm being honest, I haven't even checked at what size of grain capacity this thing has, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It should be pretty reasonable, and it's I mean, this thing was only 30 grand, so it's well within our budget. Need and want are two different things, that's entirely true, but in the case of beacons, I both need them and want them. They fulfill my flashing orange light addiction, and I was driving down the road in a combine right through a town, so it would have been a sensible time to actually have beacons on. The only thing I can say about this combine is it takes it a little bit to get going. Going to ransom them, are you, Josie? That's fine. I don't know. I'll make you a cup of tea if you give me them back. So, do we have any exciting plans this week, guys? Is there anything different, new, awesome happening for you guys this week, or is it just a week of work ahead of everyone? I'm very fortunate to have the excitement of a week of work ahead of me. I absolutely love doing YouTube, so I actually look forward to Mondays. Better yet, we're now in autumn. Look at what happens to the maps in autumn with seasons. You get the nice yellows and oranges on the trees. It's cool. Beacon boy, that sounds derogatory. No more cups of tea for you. Unfortunately, Gil, I can only use mods on the dedicated server that are available in the mod hub. And because I'm running a dedicated server, it does mean that it's like an external thing. It's not based in game, so it doesn't run off of my mods. I agree with that. No lizard convertibles allowed. Welcome along the who's who of gaming. Thanks for the subscription. Welcome along to the chat. But yeah, we can only have like mod hub tractors, unfortunately. The only way around it is if I can somehow manage to convince the owner of a Dodge mod to have it vetted by Giants and put on the mod hub. That's maybe a way around it. But there is, of course, the Lizard TT pickup, so pickups are definitely going to be a thing. As it is an American themed map we're going to be using. If I cut across here, that should give us a relatively straight edge for the hired worker. Should. I want my Dodge or Chevy, no Fords. I was going to make all the vehicles Ford Transits. Yeah, let's line this guy up once again. Get him going on a hired worker. We will very, very quickly run back to the farm because there is other exciting news down at the farm. I just casually look at these bushes over here. For a start, I washed the MB track. That's exciting news in itself. We have Massey Power Lee's Massey Ferguson here with the extra beacons to make up for the fact of Combine. And yeah, we've got our little John Deere and another one for it is found on road dumped. We've managed to secure this awesome big John Deere 9570 RT. We are just borrowing this. We did not buy this. This is almost £500,000 worth of tractor. We are borrowing this for the rest of the in-game year. And it's awesome. It's definitely awesome. Unfortunately, we can't have this on the server either. But this big behemoth, 570 horsepower, I believe. Definitely more than enough to get anything done that we want done. And it has but only 2 beacons, which is just insulting. 2 beacons is never enough. I need 2 beacons with my cup of coffee in the morning. We're gonna well, just now we are gonna use it to actually no, we're not. We're gonna leave that trailer there. This thing's a little bit difficult to drive. I need to get used to it because it basically turns on the spot. We're gonna use the other John Deere as our cart and tractor today. This thing has a couple of beacons on it too. That is a shed. I don't know how I missed that one. And again, twice. Now, where is our weird combine? Let's run over that bit of crop and pretend it's not there. How are you getting on with your map on FS17, Gil? Are you getting a better hang of the game now? And what we're gonna do is where is it? What am I looking for again? I can't remember what it's up here. Baler, that's what I'm looking for. Looking for the baler. Baler's hidden my way up here. This thing's just crazy. Definitely going to take a little bit of getting used to this thing. This thing has more than enough power to work this baler, not like the issues we had when we first got the baler. The tractor that did have enough power apparently didn't all of a sudden. The Massey is in the shed over there. It's also been washed. We will have some jobs for it to do soon. But like I said, we're borrowing this big John Deere for the next 5 days we have this. 5 in-game days we have this. So it has to go back in spring. So we're going to make a little bit of use of it today. Not excessively, but basically I came across this mod and I liked it. I thought it was quite cool. Better than having the Challenger tracked tractors. We're going to get these bales done while the combine's working away. It's at 96%, so we will have to jump back to it very soon. Well, we are going to start baling. We've got 2 fields to bale and collect, and well, we're actually not going to collect them, we're going to wrap them. Got to bring in that money somehow. It was just before midnight, while I was off camera, we ended up in debt. Luckily the cows got us back out of it. The grain tank is full, but I'll do this windrow first before we go and fix it. Welcome along, Massey. How are you doing? I'm not doing too badly. How did your stream go on American Truck Simulator? Hopefully you didn't rage quit this time. I did actually. I was supposed to go and fix the grain trailer and I got distracted. Oh, just to keep you up to speed, Massey. What we are doing is we went and got ourselves a new combine. This weird looking little combine here. This, let's see if we can stand on top of the tractor, get a better look at it. It's the Glennier N7 Series 3. It's no, what I'm doing is that link I sent you on Discord is there's a part of that is it collects all the chat from both YouTube and Twitch and compiles them both together. So I have one screen that is just for the chat, and another screen that is for keeping up to date with what you guys are seeing. That's pretty cool. I don't actually have ATS. I have ETS too, but I don't have ATS. The other thing that's changed on the farm is we've gotten a loan of a big John Deere. It's way over here in the field. We have this until the first day of spring. It has to go back on the first day of spring, unless we can afford to buy it in the meantime. It's a John Deere 9570 RT. We just have a loan of this for the next 5 in-game days. So we're going to make a bit of use of this. Oh, and Massey, there's a bit of controversy about beacons as well. I'm not particularly happy about the fact that our new combine doesn't have any beacons on it, and apparently everyone thinks that that's a good thing. I'm emotionally distraught on that. I've never actually played ATS. I want to. It's on my list, but my logic was it's not going to be massively different from ETS, just with American rigs instead of European ones. I've never played the I've never played multiplayer on ETS either, for that matter. Beacons for the win. There we go. With the hashtag beacon crew is here. If you're wondering where the extra beacons are, Josie is holding them to ransom. I even offered her a cup of tea and she just wasn't. She wasn't having it. It's a shame. She's being unnecessarily cruel. But I haven't told her about our plan for the next time she goes on holiday, so we've still got that one, Massey. We'll keep it a surprise for her when she comes back. Well, at least this John Deere has some beacons. I have considered it. I'll just I'll need to get. I haven't played ETS since I got my steering wheel, to be honest. And well, actually, I did once, and I crashed every 2 seconds. So I need to get used to driving with the steering wheel on that. Oh, you will eventually, Josie. Don't worry. Me and Massey are very patient. Just remember and leave your car keys lying around where we can get to them. I mean, enjoy your holidays. I don't know why I said that. I have my own key for your car. For that matter, have you ever used your key yet, Josie? I seen your key earlier and it made me wonder, have you ever actually used that one? Okay, so... well, what? What do you even call that? That's... just disgraceful. Completed their task. Cheek of some workers. That's alright. She doesn't know what it is yet. It just may involve her car, that's all. Right. I did a terrible job of windrunning this field. It's not even really a field, it's a pretend field. It's a wannabe field. Josie, you've not told any of your jokes tonight. I feel like the chat's missing out on your unique sense of humour. We need to get as much of the harvesting done today as possible. Nonsense, we want to hear your humour. That's beacon cruelty, Gil. Comedy, is that what you call it? I was going to ask. For those of you who don't know, I found out today that Massey Power Lee has a very, I found it quite amusing. Quite an amusing nickname. I'm sure he won't mind me saying, but I found out today that his nickname is Sassy Massey. I found that quite amusing when I heard it, actually. That's not the kind of moving target you should have aimed for, Gil. What did those poor defenseless beacons ever do to you? Hi there, Luke, welcome along to the channel. Come, how's your week going so far? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I heard about that, Massey. I've personally not experienced it, but yeah, quite a unique nickname. Well, Gil, that's not the beacon's fault. They were just mindlessly doing their job. I mean, I can't really say anything. Back in my pest control days, I used to find it amusing to shoot out streetlights. That's good to hear, Luke. Do you have any plans for this week ahead? Anything exciting happening? I'm not sure the neighbouring farmer's going to be happy that we drove over part of his crop, but well, we've got a tracked vehicle with green paint, so we can just pretend it's a tank. I unfortunately didn't. I was away from my desk, spending a bit of time with Josie before streaming tonight. So I unfortunately didn't catch that, but I will make an effort to watch the archive of it. Yeah, that for parking. Managed to get it through the posts. Nice easy week then, look, that's not a bad thing. That's the only excuse you could think of. Well, if you were having trouble thinking of an excuse, you shouldn't have shot the poor beacons. I'm gonna have to start a charity. SaveTheBeacons.com or something. BeaconRescue.org. You'll be able to donate money to it so that me and Massey can go out and rescue poor, abandoned, abused beacons. Give them a new lease of life, maybe change the bulbs. And fit them on various random vehicles. How full is this thing? 59%. It's going to finish this field no problem. I'm now wondering if there is a SaveTheBeacons.com. Let's jump into Massey, since we've been speaking about beacons. This is a mod that Massey Power Lee sent me, and it does that, which is awesome. Never have too many beacons. I don't see how I'm getting this out of the shed. I suppose brute force always wins. Brute force, if you're not using, if it doesn't work, you're not using enough of it. Save the beacons from rednecks. Ooh. It's making me emotional to think what rednecks do to the poor beacons. Did you hear about the farmer who ploughed his field with a steamroller? No, I didn't. I certainly wouldn't mind it, Massey, if you don't mind. And I'll leave your name on the front. You're kind enough to share the mod with me, so it's only right that you get credit. He wanted to grow mashed potatoes. Well, okay. I'll yeah. Fair enough. Don't worry about the men in the white coats, Josie, they're here to help. Okay guys, I actually need a little bit of help from you guys with something. I've been speaking privately with Josie, and she is considering starting to do gaming live streams, but she's unsure of it. So would you guys be able to help with a little bit of support, try and convince Josie that she definitely should do it? I think she'd make an excellent YouTuber, and I mean, we all love Josie anyway, so a little bit of encouragement, guys, that would be absolutely awesome. The drum roll sound effect. Ba-bum. Does that count? We'll get these, all these bales. I definitely think Josie should live stream. I think she should make an excellent live streamer, and you guys haven't been fortunate enough to hear Josie's very unique accent. It's quite a cool accent. It's like a cross between American and Scottish. It's quite unique. I definitely think she should give it a go. Josie does play some games. I even have a headset that I'd be able to give her to get us started. I definitely think it would be awesome. So what do you say, Josie? Are you gonna... You think you're gonna set up a gaming channel? Sound like a... Well, I just find it quite unique that you sound very American. You have with like, how are y'all doing, and things like that, but you do it with a Scottish accent. It's very unusual. It's American dialect with a Scottish accent. It's unique. Especially when you use the customary Scottish "och." Nobody sounds like I'm accepting the Irish, German, Indian, redneck, and Black Dutch. Well, that's an interesting combination there, Gil. Half Cherokee, half Scottish. I definitely think Josie should set up a gaming channel, and her gaming name should be Highland Hillbilly. I think that would be a perfect name for Josie. The Hillbilly Highlander, something along those lines. I think that would be funny. It's not a hairball impression. It's a very it's a very powerful bit of Scottish dialect that can mean any number of things. And nothing at the same time, I guess. We've left a bale in the bushes. We need to get that one. I need a quicker bale wrapper. Simulator for the Nation has a YouTube series called Grass and Grade. Where I'm currently parked, I should have one that's called Bushes and Beacons. But then again, saying that, that sounds slightly inappropriate. That sounds like it would get me on some kind of register. I stream with no beacons. That's not allowed because I will be appearing randomly with beacons. I will find a way to get beacons into every game that Josie plays. How are you getting on with your map, Massey? How's it progressing? But yeah, I agree, Gil. In all seriousness, I think Josie should give it a go. I might stream if Massey loans me his Massey tractor. slow. I get that. Building a map from scratch takes a ridiculously long time. I mean, I'm about a week and a half into just editing Goldcrest Valley back to the way we had it before, and I'm nowhere near it yet. Yes, we are on our last bill finally. Just run over the top of that bill because it's meaningless to us. We don't love that bill. I have quite a few mods, Josie. A few Massey Ferguson mods that you may find interesting. I have a Classics pack, Massey Ferguson Classics pack. See if I can get to them. I've got, these are the standard in-game ones. These are from the Modern Classics DLC. And that one's from the Platinum expansion. And then these are all the mods. Of which there are many, many, many. Even the pink one. He went to bed and had a rest. Oh, hopefully he'll be back up and running soon. There is no pain like tooth pain. It's been a few days he's had to deal with that as well, so I'd imagine he's very much sick and tired of the pain by now. I also do have a mod that I don't currently have installed. I've been editing it. It is a tractor that is specifically to keep Mansta happy. It is a Massey Ferguson with rainbow colour scheme. It is literally like a unicorn threw up on it. For the classic pack, is that for the there's actually a couple. This is made up of a couple of packs. Are you meaning the Modern Classics pack, or these are part of a 135-240 pack for these ones? In fact, I think most of them are. A couple of these are just, you know, like standalone mods. Somewhere in here I have another. I have the MF pack somewhere. It's kind of a bit of a pain to actually look at it in that view, but I have the MF pack. It is these tractors. The MF pack as well. I also got a few new mods today. What do you guys think about getting one of these? One of... Right, scroll through it all again. I went and got some Oliver tractors. They don't look particularly good. They're a bit bright on colours, but could get one of those. Or what I was actually thinking was one of these guys, an International 63 series. That's right, they're Modern Classic. That's the Modern Classic DLC is actually quite a hard one to come by. You get it from Giants, but not through the standard website. I will send you a link on Discord later on how to actually get it, but it's kind of a pain to get hold of. It's It's not even made by Giants, but they sell it. It's $5.99 for that one. Yeah, my mods list, just be prepared, is quite extensive. It's over 600 mods I've got now. Have I had an international for a while? We could certainly get one. We have a good bit of money and we're making a heap of silage bills as well, so we're going to get a good bit more money. I was going to ask Massey, are you at all interested in being part of our multiplayer? Oh, the modern classics, I already have it. Oh, okay, no problem. Are you interested in being part of our multiplayer server that we're going to stream? It's details of which will be up on my Discord over this week, and then it'll probably be next week that we're hopefully going to start, and we'll probably do a couple of few bits and pieces on the farm before I do any kind of live stream or anything on it. If you are interested, you are more than welcome to stream it as well. But I've kind of set it up already to an extent. I need to add some more mods to it, but Twisted Eagle, welcome along. How are you doing tonight? But I'm thinking we will be doing Lone Oak Farm, because I like how big the fields are on it. Have you tried that challenge yet? No, I haven't. I never got any of your messages on Discord about it, so I've not been able to look at that one yet. If you private message me on Discord, I will be able to have a look at like what map you want to use and that kind of thing. I've also set up a dedicated multiplayer server, so if anyone is interested in being part of that server, if you head over to my Discord, there is a chat room, a discussion room, I don't actually know what they're called, on there specifically for people to put their interest in. After the stream, you need to actually talk to I do spend a fair bit of time on Discord. Welcome along, Ron. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Not a problem, Gil. The only thing about that is I won't be able to, unless it's on the mod hub as well, I won't be able to run it on the multiplayer server. Welcome along, Bay Area 324. How are you doing tonight? Welcome along to the stream. I do apologise about the slight delay between the chat and me responding. I am responding to the chat as soon as I see it, but there's about a 30 to 45 second delay between me saying it and it actually streaming. That's good to hear, Rob. Do you have any plans for the week ahead? How many more of these bales have we got? 4. Yeah. I suppose we'll get them done. That'll be them all done. once they're done, I guess. And we'll get on with harvesting the fields because that is the priority. I'm sitting here playing with bales when I've got fields to sort. In fact, while that bale's being made, I'll tidy up the little bits that he's missed in this field, which he actually didn't do too badly. What mods do I have? That is an extremely extensive list of area. I have over 600 mods. There you go, Josie, you've already got subscribers on the go. You should definitely stream. For those of you who don't know, up until, well, currently Josie doesn't stream, but she has been considering it. I've been trying to convince her, and I need your guys' support to show her that it is definitely a good thing to do. I play on PC, so I use a combination of a steering wheel and a keyboard. This harvester is a Glenyear N7 Series 3 with a 25-foot header. It's a weird mod. I found it today. I found it on FS UK actually. Kind of a weird little. It's an unusual little combine, but it's very cheap to buy at the shop. It's only 30,000 out the shop, so I figured we'd give it a go. It's not completely bug free. The back wheels don't get dirty for whatever reason. Okay. And the header doesn't like to go in any trailers, so that provides us with this issue. We have to basically trick it to fit through gates. But there is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. There will be a full list of my mods, an up-to-date list of my mods. Probably going to take a little while to get done, admittedly, but it will be available on the Discord server. The link for which appears in the description, well, not in the description, well, it's in the description, but it appears in the chat from Nightbot every now and again. And there's Josie in there with it as well. Feel free to head over there and join the Discord server. Now, what we need to do is enable straw swath, because we want the straw from this field. Be interesting to see how it does this. It's obviously not going to get the canola. Or apparently it is going to get the canola. It's confused whether it's going to have canola or barley in it. Alright, we'll just get past this canola and then we'll see if we can put the straw swath on. There we go. Alright, let's get a hired worker back on that. And we'll... Oh, we need to go back into the Massey actually. I forgot we're not finished. Nice MB tracker, one of them on my farm in real life. I'm actually planning on reskinning the MB track so that it's blue and silver like the one that you have on your farm, Massey. I think it looks a little bit better. If I'm not mistaken, the one you have is an MB 800. might not be 100% sure on that, but off the top of my head I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll stream if Gil streams. I haven't started charges too actually. The very first tractor I drove was a McCormick. I drove that in college many a year ago. It's silver and red MB Track 800. I thought it was silver and blue, my mistake. I was right about the engine size though, about it being an 800. The one we have on this farm is an 1100 intercooler. In the very neutral green and cream. Lovely colour combination. It's like they didn't clean the spray gun out between coats because the cream is kind of green as well. We're actually going to leave this hill wrapper in this field. Just joined the Discord. Welcome along to the Discord, Rob. Thanks for joining. Oh, come on. My driving's letting me down here again. We are going to need the baler again for the straw, because we definitely need straw for the cows over winter. We're down to 3 straw bales. Let's jump in to the SX210 Twin Star Bale Truck. I think this is actually available in the mod hub. If it is, we will definitely try and get this for our multiplayer server. No, I didn't forget Twisted, but I gave you a shout out the other day when you joined. Apart from the annoying beeper on this truck, I actually kind of like it. The auto load function is definitely a bonus. I'm not sure if you missed it, Massey, or if I missed the response, but I'm going to be running a multiplayer server, and if you're interested in being part of that, let me know. Be more than welcome to join on that. Unfortunately, I do only have an 8-slot server, so the plan is to, for definite, I'll obviously I take up one of those slots. I believe Josie will be joining as well, so there's unfortunately only 6 slots up for grabs. Where am I from? I am from Central Scotland, Ron. That's not a problem, Gil. I'll actually have a look at that pack you sent, Josie, and see if it's on the mod hub. If it is, then we'll certainly try and add it to the server. I may actually just join the year at 5:30. Yep. Gil will be taking up one of those multiplayer slots as well, but there is still slots available. I'd also like to leave maybe one or two of the slots available for guests here and there, but it will be it's a dedicated server, and it requires a password to join. So unfortunately, it's not open to the public, mainly because it will be it's primarily going to be used for streaming, and need to have certain rules in place that we set up on Discord beforehand. Because there's terms of services and things like that I have to adhere to stream things, so here's a good chunk of money. But unfortunately, because of the mod hub kind of issue with not being able to have tractors on there or vehicles on there that aren't in the mod hub, that does unfortunately mean I'm not going to be able to like reskin any mods for the mod hub. Where am I going? The wrong way. I'm going down here. What's that alarm beacon boy? You just woke Molly. Well, that's a shame. I hope I sounded sympathetic there. I was really trying to sound sympathetic. If you want to join the multiplayer server, then there is, on the Discord, there is a dedicated area for registering your interest on Discord. So if you head over there and let me know that you're interested, and I will get a few bits and pieces of information off of you and find out if you're able to join that way. So there are certain rules, for example. Oh dear. Ah, little truck that could. Did I not sound sympathetic? That is a shame. I'm very sorry about that. It's only 10 o'clock, Molly shouldn't be sleeping yet anyway. It's just pure laziness. Let's get this set of bales dropped off as well. This isn't going to bring in quite as much money, but it'll be reasonable all the same. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. There we go, up to 175,000. That's definitely not bad. Smart. I don't know what you're on about, Josie. I'm innocent, and you can't prove otherwise. We need to very, very quickly run over and get our other John Deere. This one over here. We're going to need to tip this canola out and empty the barley out of the combine so it can continue. That's the plan anyway. Things very rarely go to plan for me though. There we go. I'm gonna have a bit of crop destruction here. That's not what I wanted. Oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. We're not gonna build this field up just now. What did the cows say when they saw the farmer twice in one day? I have no idea. What did the cows say? Deja vu. Oh dear. Not sure I have a response to that. Let's jump in our borrowed John Deere. I don't think it's our quickest tractor, but there's something I would like to exchange. I'd like to take this teensy tiny little fertilizer here, fertilizer spreader, and throw it off a cliff. I mean, return it to the shop and get a new one. If you missed the last stream, we went and bought a whole heap of sheep, so we've got quite a good chunk of sheep. It said moo off, not you again. What was the incontinent farmer's greatest problem? I don't really want to answer. Ah, 4,500 we got for that thing. Let's replace it with something a bit more substantial. He couldn't control his peas. Okay. 95,000. That's not bad for that. That John Deere. It does have weird textures to it though, so I'm not going to get that one. 36,000 for this. We're definitely going to get that. That'll fit quite nicely on our little John Deere here. Tracks on tracks. Like the tractor, we have this tractor for another 5 days run. We have managed to borrow it until the first day of spring, so if it proves popular enough, we will have to start saving up and buy it. It's almost £500,000 worth of tractor. But if it is something that we're going to want on the farm, we're going to have to start saving our money up. Which, to be honest, I don't think is going to be too much of an issue, because with the amount of silage bills we're doing, we are doing quite cushy for money. There is another large piece of equipment that I'd like to buy. I'd like to get a Chrome Big M, and I like to actually purchase it rather than lease it. Let's waste a lot of money buying fertilizer. It's a new mod I found today actually. Found it on FS UK. it's quite cool. There's a couple of minor issues with it, like the poor farmer's hand on the steering wheel there. It's got like anime hands. Not a problem. Look, thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. Enjoy the rest of your night. The thing I like about this tractor the most is this thing. What's this? It turns on the spot. I like that. I like that quite a lot. I'm gonna take this is gonna be a nice and quick process. Definitely not gonna have any problem finishing this field in just a couple of minutes. In fact, probably about 3 or 4 passes at most with this thing. It's quite a substantial upgrade to our fertilizer spreader. So if you are enjoying the stream, come and say hello in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts are on the farm so far. If you're watching over on Twitch, consider hitting that follow button. That would be very much appreciated. And if you're watching on YouTube, if you haven't done so already, feel free to hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every time I go live. And if you are enjoying the stream, feel free to hit that like button too. Nice music. Yeah, it's a playlist on Spotify I use for my stream music actually. Copyright free music. YouTube seems fine with it. Twitch occasionally has an issue with 1 or 2 of the songs, which is a bit odd because YouTube's much more strict on those things than Twitch. But yeah, it's a playlist from Spotify. Let's see, does it take only 5% to do this field? I would. That's quite decent actually. 5% of the fertilizer to do that field is nothing. It would have taken the other fertilizer spreader at least 1 complete load. So what we're going to do is we're going to start shifting our machines around as we replace them. So this shed here is going to be for our fertilizer spreader and probably our slurry tanker, which I've dumped somewhere. It's over there. It's in the shed. I actually have it put away. Already like the stream. Thanks very much for that, Ron. What's the issue with this? Will this not connect to the slurry spreader? Apparently not. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Up to 15 likes already, guys. That's absolutely amazing. Thanks to everyone who has liked so far. Very, very much appreciated. Next thing I think we should upgrade is our seeder, because this seeder is just terribly small. A bigger one and get some proper seeding on the go as well. It's a shame getting rid of the seeder with 67% of seed in it, but what can you do? We'll get this John Deere to work ploughing very soon as well, I think. We've already ploughed 3 of our fields, but we're going to plough some more anyway, because we now have a tractor that's actually capable of ploughing. Oops, ran over the header trailer that I haven't gotten rid of yet. Just shy of 6,000 for that one. Well, let's see, what one should we get? We could afford one of these great big huge ones, but that seems unnecessary. 6 meters. It's pretty expensive though. Do we have optional fertilization for it? What are you going to do when you hit 300 subs? I am going to do an in-game reward sort of thing. So I'm making a mod specifically for a randomly chosen winner of a competition I run at 300 subs. So I'll get a mod made and it'll be all custom to the winner. That will be available for FS17, and hopefully it'll be able to transfer over to FS19 as well with any luck. It's 108,000. I'll just get this little 6 meter one. Or will I? Spoiled for choice now. And when I hit 500 subs, I will be giving away a copy of Farming Simulator 19, probably. I will give away a PC version of FS19 when I get to the 500 subscriber mark. Which I think will be awesome. But we're a little ways away from that just now. $19 likes, guys. That's absolutely amazing. Thanks to everyone who has liked this stream. That's overwhelming support, guys. Thanks everyone for that. I want the controller. Which controller is it you're wanting, Gil? Overshot where I was wanting to go. I should have actually checked how much horsepower this thing requires, as I don't actually plan on using the John Deere for this. Yeah, that's right, we've got merchandise coming very soon as well, guys. Josie is working tirelessly on that. Let's plant some wheat. We haven't got any wheat. So that's all coffee cup. I need one. I'm not actually sure what size a cup it is. Josie is the one that's working on all that kind of thing. I'm leaving her to that. It's her area of expertise. Let's attach that there. Move the John Deere out of the way. Jump into the Massey. Jump into Massey's Massey. Get some seed put in the ground ahead of the seasons. My terrible driving wasn't to blame there. And that would be an absolutely awesome run. I'm on the Swamp Donkeys Discord, but I don't know why, but for some reason I can see all of the different rooms, but I can't chat in any of them. I don't know why that is. I've been meaning to speak to Rotten about it. I'm not sure if it's maybe I've done something wrong, or if there's just an issue with it, or what's going on with that. Or if that's how it's meant to be, I don't know. But you are definitely more than welcome if you'd like to share it there. That would be very much appreciated. And let's see here. Looks like our combine is full again, and we're gonna have to do a bit more. A bit more crop destruction. If you're in the same situation as this and you're playing Farming Simulator with crop destruction on, I personally have found it's better to not drive in a straight line up and down the field or across the field, because it confuses the hired workers if there is a block of no crops. So I'd recommend if you're using crop destruction and you have to drive over your field, do it in diagonals. That's my advice on that anyway. Let's take the big John Deere out with the I suppose medium-sized plough. That's a wall. Couldn't see because of a tree. Still need to get a better cultivator, but that'll come in time. Oh dear. Drove through the only obstacle. I have typed agree. It came up after I did that. It came up with all the different chat rooms, but I just haven't been able to speak in any of them, unfortunately. Alright, let's get a hired worker going with this, see how they get on with that. Make sure they turn the right way at the end. Actually, it'd be interesting to see how a hired worker handles a tractor. I'll take that, because that's actually probably better than I could have done it. Let's reverse back a bit. This thing pulls its plough like it's no issue at all. Yeah, it's a bit unusual with the Swamp Donkeys Discord. I'm just assuming that maybe I might have to rejoin or something. I'm just assuming it's a bug. But I'll mention it to Rotten and make sure that I've actually done everything I'm supposed to and things like that, and I'm not just being a complete idiot and missing something. Which is entirely possible. Okay, this guy's gonna get on with that, no problem. He's getting on with that, no problem. Our Massey Ferguson is seeding a field. So let's see if our little MB track has the power that's required for this spreader. I have 3 hired workers on the go. Definitely getting loads done. Other games I play Car Mechanic Simulator 18, Kenshi, recently gotten back into playing World of Warcraft, 7 Days to Die, Ark Survival Evolved, Euro Truck Simulator, Transport Fever, Train Fever, Train Simulator every now and again when I'm feeling like I have more patience than I really do. I try and play as many games as possible. A game that I've been playing recently that I haven't gotten to play on the channel yet, unfortunately, is a game called Close Your Eyes. It's a horror puzzle game. I'm not sure if anyone's played that, but that's quite an interesting game to play. Right, the hired worker is giving up the ghost. I'm running the more straw mod as well, because never have too much straw. I am extremely patient, thank you very much, Josie. I have the patience to deal with hired workers on Farm Simulator. If that's not patience, then I don't know what is. This is much quicker than the other seeder we had. Twice as quick in fact, because it's twice the size. What does that say on the back? No idea. Let's see what we can do. We should play the random horror game. I'll have a look at it. This doesn't have a PTO. Okay, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy another tractor. Or in fact, we'll lease another tractor and see if you guys like it. If you guys like it, we will buy one. It's a bit of a weird one, but it'll give you an idea if it's something that you'd like to see on the farm. Oh, I barely have enough patience for that, Josie. That's why my hairline's receding already. Let's lease this International 6788, and I'll get your guys' opinion on it. Here it is here. It's a very bright mod. I don't know if it's got dynamic dirt or anything like that on it. It's not the usual type of mod I'd go for, but it's an unusual, weird kind of articulate tractor with no beacons. Or brake lights. Indicators are on the roof though. It goes all of 21 miles an hour. It goes all of 19 miles an hour, even though it's set to have a cruise control of 21 miles an hour. But what do you guys make of this tractor? Is this something you think we should buy for the farm, or is this just something we'll maybe have a bit of a shot of and then get rid of? Too long of a nose for me. It's kind of an unusual tractor, I'll be honest. I'm personally not a fan of the exhaust. It doesn't seem to fit the rest of the tractor. Believe it or not, there is a bigger version of this tractor that effectively has another full engine compartment attached to the front of it. And that is a real tractor as well. And it honestly just looks like they've taken another engine compartment and thrown it on the front. Not a problem, Massey. Thanks for coming along. Enjoy the rest of your night. Let's lower this. No, turn it on. There we go. I mean, it's. So, what do you guys think? Should we buy one of these tractors, or do we give it a miss? The biggest thing for me is, does it get dirty? If it doesn't get dirty, it's pretty much an automatic no for me. I don't like tractors that don't have dynamic dirt on them. It doesn't look like the wheels are getting dirty. But it is entirely up to you guys. This is an interactive series, so if you guys want one of these tractors on the farm, I will more than happily get one. Even if it doesn't get dirty. I suppose the benefit of a tractor not getting dirty is I never have to wash it. Or I never have to feel bad about not washing it, should I say. It's kind of got an all or nothing throttle, which is a bit unusual. Don't like it. Fair enough. We will use it for a little while and then we will return it to the shop. I thought it was definitely worth a look. It's certainly not the prettiest tractor from the shop, but we're not going to do all of this baling. I just wanted to get a couple of these swaths out of the way. Basically, the sooner we get this field cleared, the better. Park it in the river. Funny thing about this tractor is actually sits that high it could go through the river at most points, to be honest. Right, let's. Oh, before we get rid of it, let's get this combine emptied again so it can continue. Because I need this field emptied as soon as humanly possible. Park it in the ocean. This will probably fill this trailer. Which I'm fine with. Yep, trailer's full. This is barley. Let's see where this is still our first crop. Where's the best place to sell it? Wow, it's not worth an awful lot of money just now. I say we keep hold of it then. There's no point selling it for less than 1,000 per litre. That would just be a waste of a field. So we'll stick it in the silo for now. We'll wait for a great demand before we get rid of this. The main reason I was doing this crop was for the straw anyway. What is the best crop to do just now anyway? Sunflowers. That's handy because that's the next field that we'll be doing. Is the combine continuing? Of course not. Apparently it's finished. Yeah, I'd beg to differ. Might scare the fish completely. I find it weird that the boom comes out and twists on this combine. Oh, we had a little jig there. So it's back onto a hired worker. Have to move the John Deere out of the way, otherwise the hired worker will have a bit of a hissy fit. Alright, let's get this thing back to the shop then. What kind of tractor would you guys like to see? I'm kind of in the mood for hiring a tractor, but what kind of tractor is it you'd like to see? Is there a particular brand that you'd like to see on the farm? Or a particular tractor? You know your head is everywhere when you forget to start your tractor and then forget to start the baler. That's true. Welcome along, Charlie. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. How is your week going so far? This tractor's way too slow. For an engine that long, it should be quicker than that, surely. It's not even excessively powerful either. So what kind of tractor do you think we should get, guys? We've already got a John Deere, we've already got a Massey Ferguson, we've already got an MB track. I will only be leasing one for now until we can afford to buy one, because we've only got 80,000. We don't want a Valtra S series. I suppose it has been a long time since I've used a Valtra. Run over by my own tractor. I think I might have a mod version of the Valtras. More horsepower in this one. We have the T-Series Cow Edition, of course. Let's put a big engine in it. If we're going to hire a tractor, might as well go all out. I don't know what colour to get it in. Let's get it in red. Red with black wheels. Let's lease that, 'cause there's no way we can afford to buy it. Very sporty looking tractor. Of course with beacons. There's a quite chunky looking tyres on it as well. 32 miles an hour. Yeah, this is a not bad looking tractor. It's a Dodge Ram of tractors. Can't argue with that. Whoa, see that? Almost tipped it there, but my impeccable driving skill kept us on our wheels. Let's get another swath done. So like I said, the quicker we get this field done, the better, because we need to turn the crop over as soon as possible. No point wasting time. It looks good with a bit of mud on it as well. This was a good choice. Let's get these little bits and pieces here that we've missed, because why not, really? Sort this combine out. It's sitting here wasting time. That last little row, we'll do that ourselves, I think. Put the pipe out as well, because we'll empty this when we get to the end. The back wheels on this combine don't get dirty for whatever reason. Not sure what that's all about, but I don't mind too much. The rest of it does. The combine itself is getting quite dirty as well, so I do like a bit of dynamic dirt. I don't know, Gil. I think I might be able to beat that with the Class Zero. It has 500 horsepower, and you can rotate the cab for reverse driving rather than just rotating the seat. And comes with beacons. Many, many, many beacons. I like dirt and beacons, thank you very much, Josie. There's nothing wrong with enjoying more than one thing. We'll just leave the John Deere here for now. That's not our field, but we are going to want that field hopefully by next year. Dirty Beacon Boy, that sounds like I should be on some kind of register. I wouldn't use that one. I don't like beacons that much. Oh, we've got rain. We just finished that field in time. That sucks that it's raining. We can't harvest a field in the rain. I have beacons on my truck in ETS 2. That reminds me, actually, ETS 2 has beacons. I think it's time I started playing ETS 2 again. Go get my beacon fix. Muddy Beacon Boy? That sounds rude as well. We're gonna take this up to our other field. As far as combine goes, I'm using the CR1090 with the New Holland 980 CF12R header and the New Holland Superflex 45-foot header. That's a big combine setup. That is a really big combine setup. I don't know how, for stock tractors I actually kind of like the what is it, the Case Puma, is it? Let's just go back to the stock tractors, an area of the shop that I'm never in. Oh, the Case Magnum, 409 horsepower, beacon lights, working lights, and rear tracks. That's a decent tractor. And it's not one of these weird articulated ones either. Let's get this up to our sunflower field. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, Gil. Earlier on I watched a little bit of Simulator for the Nation stream. He was streaming on Shamrock Valley earlier on today. He seemed to have quite an interesting issue with his silo trigger. He tipped a trailer and it didn't go into the silo. Well, that was a little bit unusual. Running over pedestrians with a corn header on. That's going to leave a mark. Where's the field entrance? Is it here? It certainly is. This is our sunflower field, but we unfortunately can't harvest it in the rain. Let's jump back into the Massey Ferguson. We'll get the rest of this field. 21 likes. That is absolutely amazing, guys. Thanks to everyone who has liked this stream so far, and if you haven't done so already, consider doing so. It would be very much appreciated. Actually, I didn't turn it on. That's a really stupid mistake to make. Come on, play nice. Can't believe I forgot to turn the seeder on. Right, seeder is on this time. Now we can turn it off. If you have just come along the stream, welcome along, come and say hello in the chat. And if you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button too. We are only 13 subscribers away from our sub goal, which is absolutely amazing, guys. And if you're watching on Twitch, consider hitting that follow button. And you can also hit the little bell icon, that way you'll be notified whenever I go live in the future. If you're enjoying this map, I stream this map every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And I also try and do as many other streams through the week as possible of Farming Simulator, as well as a few other games. So I do try and get as much content out as possible. So you're never far away from a Ghosted Wolf stream. And if you're interested in subscribing to some other channels in the description for this video over on YouTube. At the bottom of it there is a couple of channels in there that are other streamers. They're all very good streamers, friends of the channel, and I would encourage anyone who's interested to go and check those guys out too. Thanks very much for coming along, Gil. It was nice having you. Enjoy the rest of your night. You can't change the colour of it. You can't change the colour of the case unless you get the case mod, which of course I have. It's in here somewhere. Here it is. There's one of them you can change the colour of. There are that many of them, I can't remember which one it is. I know I think it's a Puma you can change the colour. Maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken, I might be wrong. But I am going to end the stream here for tonight, guys. I have a busy day ahead of me tomorrow, so early rise for me unfortunately, but hopefully you have all enjoyed this stream. If you have, consider hitting that like button and the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and the follow button if you're watching on Twitch. And if you've missed any of this stream or any of my previous streams, you can head over to my YouTube channel where I archive all of my previous streams. And yeah, thanks to everyone who came out tonight, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. But thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.